Hi everybody. I just wanted to do a little session on how you can use the sound mat alongside the sessions that are going online for your children to watch, and how it can help you know where they're up to. So basically this sound mat was given out in the pack, and I have had a few parents asking me about how to use it as such. So what I would do first and foremost is maybe sit with your child and go through my sound is and my name is, and go through each of the sounds. Now I'm not expecting them to know anything past eh, because that's all we've learnt up to. But just before we broke up as such, I actually did some assessments with the children, and a lot of them hadn't retained all the sounds, and it's important that they know them all. So what I would suggest in those instances is I'd log online, obviously go onto the YouTube channel, select the ones that they're unsure of. So say for example, hadn't remembered t, t, t. For some reason they do seem to forget that one. Put it on for them on whatever day of the week it is. Maybe the following couple of days, just reinforce it at home with games, talking about objects beginning with that sound and what the name of that letter is. And then when they seem a lot more confident, move on to the next sound. These are the order in which the sound should be shown to the children. So obviously we've looked at the sounds up to E. So I'm not so bothered about you doing every single one. If your child's confident with it, what would the point be? But if they're not sure, then you just work through at the pace of your child, and when they seem confident, move on to the next one in the sequence that they're not sure on. I mean, at the end of the day, looking at all of them isn't going to hurt them, do you know what I mean? It's more the exposure to the sound that's going to help. But once you get up to the letter E, these sounds should definitely be taught just one a week, because we've never looked at them before. So we looked at E, but start with E. Teach it let them see it on the Monday, me teaching it on the screen. Then my sound is E and my name is E. Then for the rest of that week, only talk about that sound E along with the other ones that they've already learned, but don't move on to one of these until that week's passed, because otherwise your child won't remember it. And it's really important that as much as they're watching the videos, that they do retain some of it, because ultimately, when they're moving up to reception, I want to give them the best head start that I can. And if they know these sounds and they're concrete with these sounds, they're just going to fly through reception, and it'll just be a lovely time for them with the writing and the spelling and the story writing. They're going to just love it. So if we can make these sounds concrete, that's what we're aiming for. Something as well to note is, as much as the sounds are important, the names are important, because later on in phonics, when they learn digraphs, which is two letters together to make one sound, they would learn, for example, the word rain. The A sound is made from an A and an I, if that makes sense. Or goat, the O sound is made from an O and an A. So they need to know the names of the letters and which letters go together to make new sounds, okay? But, I just want to say a huge thank you. I appreciate it's not easy. A lot of you are working from home. You might have more than one child, and I just want to say a huge thank you on behalf of me, the nursery team and the school, really. If you've got any questions at all, just contact me via the email address that was given out in parent mail. I think the first email address was actually incorrect. There was a typo in it. So you should be getting sent, or if you haven't already been sent, the actual correct email address. Email me and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. But just a huge thank you, and hopefully your children are enjoying the sessions, because that's ultimately what I want them to enjoy, the learning. But as I said, if you need anything, just give me a shout and I will try and get back to you. Alright, but stay safe and look after everybody. Thank you.